Hi, ECF. I'm Keith Banks, the Executive Director for the Reba Place Development Corporation. I am here at our 707 to 713 Seward Street in Evanston 25-unit apartment dwelling. Our goal is to provide, create, and maintain affordable housing for low-income families in order to maintain the diversity in the great city of Evanston. In the future, we want to provide more housing like this in order to help our 70 persons on our wait list get off that list and get their own decent, safe, affordable housing for themselves. Also, COVID-19 has impacted us in such a way that several of our residents have lost their jobs, they've been furloughed, they've had their hours reduced, and so we're just trying to help them maintain their housing so that they don't get evicted, because we won't evict them. But what we do want to do is assist them and help them. We've also had to provide more daily maintenance to sanitize our buildings to make sure that it's safe and secure and virus-free for our tenants. Also, this grant has really helped us tremendously, because not only is it helping us to maintain our operations on a day-to-day basis, but it's also helping us to sustain them. And then also, we're better able to support our residents. So ECF, you are simply the best. You rock, and thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vick, Associate Staff at RPDC. It has been a great pleasure assisting the residents. Thank you so much, ECF.
Thank you, ECF. My son and I appreciate you.
Thank you, ECF. Thank you, ECF.
Thank you, ECF.
Thank you, ECF.
ECF, thank you so much for everything. You're amazing.
My name is Alexandra Sousa. I am the Executive Director of the Farm Worker and Landscaper Advocacy Project, proyecto de ayuda para trabajadores del campo y jardineros. There are too many good things to say about the Evanston Community Foundation. The support the organization has had from Evanston Community Foundation has been huge, not only with grants, but also support with networking and partnering with other organizations. When the organization got the first grant from the Evanston Community Foundation, we were only one paid staff and one volunteer attorney. Today, we are a group of 6 people. Thank you so very much. Muchas gracias, Evanston Community Foundation.
Hi, my name is Erica Castro.
I'm Pablo Sanchez, and we are owners of Giros Planet and Taqueria.
Our mission is to serve the Latino community and also people in need.
Since April, when this pandemic started, we noticed the Latino community was one of the most affected for the pandemic. For their status, for immigration status they have it, many of them don't apply or don't qualify for any government aid. So for that reason, they live on homeless and scared about how they can support their families.
We hear from members of our church, St. Nick's, that a lot of Latino people were losing their jobs. Pablo and I, we made the decision to help our community. Since April, with the support of Evanston Community Foundation, we start serving 110 meals to our community.
Thanks to the support we received from Evanston Community Foundation, so we're serving over 7,500 meals. That means it's 110 meals daily. So it's a hard job, but thank you for the support of the Evanston Community Foundation. It's something we can do.
Our vision of the future is being healthy in order to keep helping our community. We just want to say thank you to Evanston Community Foundation. You are the angels. You are the people that are making this possible, and you are our heroes. Thank you so much for everything that you are doing for our community.
From our heart and from our family and from Giros Planet, we want to say thank you to Evanston Community Foundation for the hard job you do it, for the hard job helping all communities and people in Evanston. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you.
I am Patrick Keenan Devlin, Executive Director of the James B. Marin Center for Youth Advocacy. Ensuring justice and restoring hope. The Marin Center for Youth Advocacy's mission is to provide free integrated legal and social work services to disinvested Evanston youth and their families to improve their quality of life at home, at school, and in the community. Central to our mission is the belief that all children deserve justice in the courtroom, access to the classroom, and support in our community to thrive. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the complex challenges Marin Center youth and their families typically confront have intensified. Unstable or unsafe living situations, mental health issues, food insecurity, and injustice involvement have been exacerbated and more broadly experienced as a result of this unprecedented, life-threatening pandemic. Funding from the Evanston Community Foundation has allowed the Marin Center to continue meeting the deepening legal challenges of our community, expedite connections to community resources, and provide trauma-informed mental health services. We anticipate that the economic repercussions, social isolation, and disruption in education and jobs during the pandemic will drive more youth and their families into dire situations where the Marin Center's legal advocacy and social work services will be essential in ensuring community members receive the benefits that they are entitled to, have a safe place to shelter, food on the table, and social emotional support. Because of ECF, we're ready to help our community recover. Thank you.
My name is Cheryl Hack, and I'm president of the board of directors of the Evanston Symphony Orchestra. On behalf of the orchestra, I'd like to thank the Evanston Community Foundation for helping the orchestra fulfill its mission of providing classical music opportunities to our community. In particular, a recent grant from the foundation is enabling the orchestra to continue its Music in Your World program, which provides music learning to young and vulnerable children through District 65's Head Start, Early Head Start, and Early Start programs. For this grant and other ways in which the foundation has supported the orchestra, we are so grateful. Thank you.
My name is Sue Murphy, and I'm the Executive Director of Interfaith Action of Evanston. Our mission is to bring people together to serve those who are experiencing hunger and homelessness, to pursue interfaith dialogue and engage in advocacy that promotes social justice for those we serve. COVID-19 had a huge impact on our services. We had to close our overnight shelter 2 weeks early because we lacked the space to serve our guests safely. Our morning center has continued to be open each day, though, and thanks to help from the Evanston Community Foundation, all the soup kitchens in Evanston have continued to serve at their usual time. The funding we received subsidizes those who can't afford to purchase the food that is passed out to our guests at the door. We look forward to the time when all our guests can eat together at a table. We are working on a plan to have a 24-hour emergency shelter in the future, and until then, we will continue to serve in every way that we safely can. Thank you so much.
I'm Nathaniel Ekman, the Executive Director of NAMI Cook County North Suburban, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We provide support and education to improve the lives of people with serious mental illnesses and those who love and care for them. Our mission is to eliminate the harmful stigma that our society places on mental illness. Our vision is that this stigma will no longer exist. COVID-19 has had a major impact on our work, causing social isolation, loneliness, fear, and economic stress that are ruinous to people's mental health, and that compound underlying conditions such as anxiety and depression. Mental health issues in the community have surged and have created a tremendous need for our services. The Evanston Community Foundation has done more than keep our doors open in this challenging time. Your Rapid Response Grant provides essential support that has helped us expand programming online as we serve the 1 in 5 Evanston residents and their families who are directly affected by mental illness. We are honored to be a part of this community. Thank you, Evanston Community Foundation.
To Learning Bridge Early Education Center. We support more than 120 working families a year with high-quality, full-day preschool and wraparound services, from diapers to clothing to therapy to emergency funds. Our relationship with the Community Foundation has truly transformed our programs and operations and the vision for equity that we have for all Evanston families and children. Most recently, we received $20,000 for the Family Assistance Grant. The family trusted us to distribute as we chose. We were able to give that same trust and choice to more than 40 families. They had no papers, they had no forms to fill out. For many of these families, it was a first to receive a gift with no strings attached. For our center, it was also a first. It changed the connection that we had with our families during the 17 weeks we were closed due to COVID-19. In turn, it allowed for a much smoother and responsive reopening. It was a true gift, philanthropy at its best. We are so grateful to the ECF donors and leadership. You always have our backs. Thank you.
Woo! Yay! Yay! ECF! Woo!
Hello, my name is Mark Parr. I'm the Executive Director of the Children's Advocacy Center of North and Northwest Cook County. Our mission is to heal and empower children who have experienced physical or sexual abuse, support their families, and help prevent violence against children. Our vision is that children grow in a world free from abuse and violence in communities that help support them to their fullest potential. We'd like to thank the Evanston Community Foundation. Your support during this pandemic has allowed us to continue to provide free trauma-focused therapy services for children who have survived abuse and their families.
Hi, I'm Sharon Purdy with Center for Independent Futures. Our mission is to create innovative community partnerships for people with disabilities and their families so that they can access all the opportunities of a full life. COVID has given us an opportunity to be creative in ways we never could have imagined in terms of supporting our individuals with disabilities and their families from afar. We're so grateful to Evanston Community Foundation for funding our community safety grant, which ended up being quite timely. The workshops were conducted by the Evanston Police Department, represented by Tanya Jenkins, 2 crisis intervention trainers, and a couple of improv artists from the improv therapy group who were fantastic. We know that our students are better able to feel a part of and understand and contribute to the current day conversations around equity because of this collaborative effort on the part of so many of our community members. On behalf of Evanston High School's transition house students and their families, thank you so much for the opportunity to learn in this innovative and creative manner. Take care. Be well.
My name is Carol Teskey, and I'm the Executive Director of the Child Care Network of Evanston, most commonly known as C&E. Our mission is to connect young children and their families to essential early childhood experiences to prepare them for a strong start to kindergarten. At C&E, we support families who are working their very, very hardest against all odds to raise their children in a healthy, enriching environment. But when the pandemic hit, their focus turned to survival, and our focus turned to connecting them with the resources they needed in order to thrive. The Evanston Community Foundation's immediate response to the needs of those hit the hardest was literally a lifeline for many of our families. We were able to distribute gift cards for food, which was very much needed, and rental assistance to those who were at risk of losing their housing. We're very, very grateful to the Evanston Community Foundation Board of Directors for releasing precious savings in order to help this cause. We're grateful to the hundreds of Evanston donors who contributed to the Rapid Response Fund, And we're very, very grateful to the Evanston Community Foundation staff who worked tirelessly to get this funding out into the community at lightning speed. It was very much appreciated. From all of us at CNE, we thank you.
Hello, I'm Monique Parsons, the President and CEO for Agha YMCA, where our mission is to promote spirit, mind, and body through programs and services. In response to COVID, one of the most thoughtful and important decisions that ECF made was allowing us to use our funding towards general operations. Because of that, we were able to provide safe housing for over 170 men. ECF, because of you and your commitment to Evanston and your faith in Agha, we were able to do our part in strengthening our community. That's impact. Thank you.
My name is Maureen Mcdonnell. I'm the Executive Director at Peer Services. We are the substance abuse treatment and prevention agency serving the community. We work with everyone from teenagers to older adults, and our clients range in age from 12 to 90. We work to equip people to face their challenges and come out better at the other end. And we are so grateful to the Evanston Community Foundation for all its support throughout our 45 years, whether it's for innovative programs or building capacity. COVID has challenged us like no other crisis in our history. We are an essential healthcare facility, so we stayed open this whole time. That required us to purchase all kinds of supplies and disinfecting and all kinds of things we've never needed to purchase at this kind of scale before, as well as certainly during March, April, and May, a significant reduction in our revenue. And the Rapid Response Grant from the Evanston Community Foundation has helped us make ends meet, help us keep our staff employed, help us keep serving our clients. And we are just so grateful to the Evanston Community Foundation for their continuing commitment to the community.
Hi, my name is Kevin Nelson. I'm the Board Vice President for Family Promise Chicago North Shore. Family Promise Chicago North Shore seeks to help families who have found themselves in homeless crisisness get back on their feet and into permanent housing quickly. And we do so by keeping the family unit together. And we're also working to address the root cause of homelessness. So that's our vision of the future. COVID has impacted our mission greatly. Typically we rely on a network of congregations to house and feed our family while they're transitioning from homelessness to permanent housing. Thanks to the Evanston Community Foundation and their generosity, we have been able to get our families into temporary housing, usually hotel rooms, while they're saving up and getting into permanent housing. So it's been truly a blessing that Evanston Community Foundation has been able to fill that gap for our organization.
Hi, I'm Steve Newman, Executive Director for Evanston Scholars. We are a 6-year program that works with students who are primarily first-generation low-income students of color to help them get to and through college. We provide college access, college success, and career readiness. We've been working hard, specifically as of late, to help our students get internships for the summer so they can launch into their career path. With the pandemic, many students lost their internships this summer. And there were two main obstacles for them. One was lost income, which creates a lot of financial constraints for going back to school, and finding a place to do internships. So we created a program called SDI, Scholar Designed Internships. This meant that scholars designed their own project, which include topic, essential question, goals, activities, a timeline, and even found a project sponsor, somebody with expertise to help them figure out components of their essential question that they needed to study. And so this support from ECF has been incredible because it allows us to do this program for our college sophomores and college juniors. And they have been incredibly motivated as they've started to launch their internships. And now they feel extremely supported thanks to ECF. Thank you so much.
I want to say hello, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about what's been going on since this pandemic started. In March, if you know who I am, I have a high-end supper club. We do boutique catering events. I also have contracts organizations all over Illinois, Skokie, Chicago, Evanston, nonprofits, and school districts. Within 4 days, for me, all of that ended. ECF funding actually allowed my business the ability to survive. It allowed me to hire people from our community who had also lost their income and continue to be consumers and spend money in our Evanston community creating sustainability. It allowed me to provide meals for families and seniors that have been financially affected by COVID-19, but not only financially affected, we have a ton of seniors in Evanston, our most vulnerable population, that had to stay in. So they were able to stay in and get a home-cooked, healthy meal brought right to their doorstep. In the beginning, our first 3 weeks, we had tons of healthcare workers with COVID-19, families, whole families with children that I knew that had COVID-19. It allowed them to stay in and stay out of pantries and keep their dignity and keep us safe by staying in their own homes while they were served a hot meal for 2 days. So I just want to say, ECF, I commend you and bravo for assessing the needs of our community and taking care of our neighbors like family. I thank you. I could not have done this without funding. It's allowed me to add to my team, and we are so happy to have funding and continue to serve our neighbors and take care of them. Thank you very much.
Art for personal growth, social-emotional intelligence, and community well-being. Open Studio Project's been in Evanston for over 20 years. On March 12th, we completely closed due to COVID-19. We had to quickly shift and plan our annual benefit. One of the first nonprofits in Evanston to do a solely virtual event. We then quickly moved our classes virtual and noticed how much people were using art to express themselves and about the complex times that we were all facing with racial issues, all sorts of feelings and emotions. Our teachers quickly moved virtual to offer children engagement and expression during this time. We had to shift and get all of our art supplies out to the public in a very fast and efficient way, and even managed to switch all of our summer camps virtually. We continue to engage and interface and offer scholarships to many children across Evanston and have them engage with our unique art and writing expressive arts program. We even have managed to stay connected to schools who are using our social emotional learning program and are engaging with faculty to help them learn how to use the arts. We're showcasing exhibits every month here in Evanston, in our windows, and selling artwork and supporting artists. And we couldn't have done this without the support of the Community Foundation and the supporters who are helping us to take flight during this complex and difficult time. We continue to showcase many local artists in our gallery and utilizing the arts to help people heal and recover and express their mental health. We currently have on the exhibit and a tremendous installation of all these dolls in regards to the response of gun violence across Chicago, and it's filling our gallery knowing there's so many children.
But it's inexpressible, but it happens every time.
It's very healing based. It reminds people that as human beings, we all have this creative light in us.
We all get older, we get sick, we have issues in our lives, and if there's a place where we can process that in a healthy way, in a way that is our birthright, I think that's awesome.
We thank the Evanston community and the Evanston Community Foundation, and we are just about to reopen our doors next week to have kids in our studio, and we cannot wait. Thank you again.
Hi, good morning. This is Stephen Vick from the Infant Welfare Society of Evanston. IWSE serves predominantly children 0 to 3, but our focus is really prenatal through 5 years old. We've been in the community of Evanston for 107 years. So what we do is so critical, I think, to Evanston and our communities, especially our low-income Black and Brown communities. We help build children and families. I think one of the keys that we want people to know is that early childhood is not babysitting. There's curriculum, there's credentialed teachers, there's incredible people that are doing work in the first 3 years of life, predominantly of children, where we know brain development and brain architecture is really critical to the foundation of their learning. COVID-19 has been such a serious impact on not only IWSE but our entire early childhood community. As early as March 15th, we began serving families with emergency relief, providing $100 gift cards and diapers, wipes, and other things that we received, such as toothpaste, toothbrushes, combs, hairbrushes, shampoo, those sorts of things. So we would do a distribution every Monday. We did that for approximately 3 months. ECF, the Evanston Community Foundation, has been incredible in terms of fast-tracking dollars. We applied for multiple grants for support, both the emergency fund and operational funds. I would say Evanston Community Foundation has done an incredible job in terms of shifting their ability to provide on-the-ground needs and really critical dollars directly to the families and the community organizations that are providing it. So ECF has been an amazing partner of ours. We've been working very closely with Monique and Mary Beth and Rebecca, and they've been really instrumental in helping the early childhood field. I would say also that we have a lot of work ahead of us. There's a lot of advocacy, a lot of funding that is in jeopardy, and I think ECF is going to play a critical role in the success of early childhood, not just in Evanston, but I think in the region as well. So I want to thank everyone at the Evanston Community Foundation, all of the staff, all of the board, everyone who worked so hard. They've done an amazing job, and at least from IWSE's part, we want to thank you very much, and we appreciate all the effort. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hello, I'm Tracy Makita, Executive Director of Family Promise, Chicago North Shore. We are a family homeless shelter providing services to families that are at risk of homelessness and those families that are homeless in the community. We'd like to thank the Evanston Community Foundation for their support of Family Promise during this COVID crisis that we are all facing. Thank you for your help to serve the families that we currently have in the shelter, as well as those families who are in the community in their own housing that are at risk of losing their housing. Thank you for the funding over the years and your support and funding during this crisis.
Hi, my name's Jennifer Easton, and I'm the owner of Jennifer's Edibles Restaurant here at 1623 Simpson Street in Evanston, Illinois. I own a family-style soul food restaurant, and we also serve Jamaican food. Our mission is to serve fresh homemade food every day to our customers. Through the COVID-19 pandemic, we were hit hard. A majority of our business was catering, and as a lot of people or companies went under, we were actually able to not only stay open but thrive through this time thanks to the help of the Evanston Community Foundation and our community at large. We began a senior program starting with 5 seniors. We were committed to feeding every day. And when Becca from ECF heard about our mission and our goal, she jumped right in, and because of the Evanston Community Foundation, we were able to feed up to 200 seniors a day, and we were able to keep our doors open as well. So I'm very grateful to the Evanston Community Foundation. You guys are great, and thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah Cohen, and I work for Open Communities, a nonprofit that seeks to eradicate housing discrimination in all its forms and against all persons due to race, color, national origin, religion, gender identity, sex, sexual orientation, disability, familial status, or source of income. Not even a month after the shelter in place began, we found that our call volume had increased by 300%. And most of these people were just looking for resources or rental counseling. But even in the few months that have passed, we have seen a continuing need for people with housing counseling issues, foreclosure prevention issues, and housing discrimination. The Evanston Community Foundation grant has helped stabilize our organization and our staff by allowing us to work from home, remotely. This way, we can keep furthering housing justice, stabilization, and security for all our clients who need our help.